What stands out on tape when you watch Tennessee and the way they play defense?
Uh, Very aggressive, very physical. They force a lot of turnovers. So we gotta be smart with the ball, strong with the ball. They try to blow up passing lanes a lot. So we take care of the ball. I'm sure we'll get a good shot.
I know it doesn't ultimately affect anything on the court, but what was kind of the team's reaction to getting the number one ranking yesterday?
I mean, coach, coach said it's what we work for. You know, and now that it's kind of here, we still got to keep going. It doesn't really change anything for us, to be honest, but it does change how people want to beat us. So it just, you get to the number one spot, you can't get complacent. You got to work even harder than you worked before.
Yeah, the only other time in program history that you were ranked number one, they lost the next game. So, kind of what's the mindset going into this Tennessee game to kind of stay at the top going into next week as well?
Our SEC run, we had this game circle for a while. We knew this would be a big one. We only get them once. So, regardless of if we were ranked number one or not, we need this game. And we've had a great 2 days of practice preparing for it. But, it's just our goals. Our goal is to win the SEC championship. And to do that, you got to win SEC games.
For you, your minutes probably haven't been what you've wanted the last two games, but as an older guy on this team and as a leader, have you tried to, be an example for the players? It looks like you were very into the game at Auburn. Is that important for you to still do?
Oh, yeah, it's very important because, it's about the team first. I'm not complacent, but I realize I'm blessed. I've had a great hoop career so far, so I don't have any, selfish bone in me. I get joy out of watching my teammates hoop, especially the younger ones, going in there seeing Rylan hoop in Auburn like that, that felt better than if I would have did it. So, I love to see my brothers out there hooping. So, it's not a problem at all.
Obviously, you guys been near the top of the country for all season, getting every team's best shot. So, in addition to staying focused, how does this team kind of just stay relaxed, make sure they don't get too tight and just try to stay loose?
Like I said, this is what we've been working for. We established goals, before the season started, before anybody had any real belief in us, and now they're just coming to fruition. So now that they're there, it's not going to change anything for us. We're gonna keep working. Coach compared it to like a boxer. 8-week boot camp. He said we're in boot camp right now, so everything's intense right now. So we're not making sure there's no slippage.
What would you say about the depth of this team, and how much do you the depth of the front court of this team, and how much do you guys pick each other up? Whether it's you, Nick, Noah, Charles, how much do you guys pick each other up?
No, it's good. It's a family within the family. We spend a lot of time together. In practice, positional work, whether it's going to get some food, but we got a good relationship off the court. So on the court, we can tell if somebody's getting a little frustrated or something, and we all listen to each other the best because we all in the same position. So, if Charles says something to me or I say something to Stretch or Nick says something to Charles, they're going to listen because we in the same shoes right now.
You talked about Rylan. Just what have you seen in practice that's kind of led him to this run he's been on? And is this something that you were seeing earlier on when maybe he was struggling and you were just kind of waiting for him to kind of put it all together?
Yeah, no, everybody knew Rylan was a microwave the minute he got here. From summer, everybody knew he could shoot it. Early in the year it wasn't falling, but he was playing extra hard. So coach just told him to stay confident, keep shooting. But everybody know Rylan's a sniper. It's not a surprise to us what he did. That's what I'm saying. Everybody got so excited. That's fun to watch. When you seeing your freshman guard out there doing that. But he's a competitor. He got dog in him. I think that got to do because he's from Dallas and all that. But we all know his competitive spirit. So we know anytime Rylan in the game, he gonna fight.
With all this great stuff being written about this team, everyone's telling you how good you are. How much of a maturity game is this next test?
It's a big maturity game. I mean, like someone just said, it's all storylines around being number one. But at the end of the day, we just got to focus on our goals, to win the SEC championship. And like I said, this is crucial. We only get Tennessee once. and you know, I think they have 2 or 3 losses, but you know, it's a good league. You never know what could happen, so we gotta get everyone we can, and we feel like we can get this one.
Nate's told us in the past that in practice, the second unit routinely will hang and sometimes beat with the first unit. You've been around a lot of practices since you've been playing college basketball. Can you just talk about, is the practices now this year more intense, or is it that you guys are just that much more talented and deep?
I think it got to do with us being a lot more deeper. To be honest, like Coach Oak's gonna be intense no matter what. Our practices were intense last year, but now it's just across the board. Everybody brings something different. You know, like you compare like Charles and Nick, like they two same beasts of a different coin. You know, Nick is like dumb athletic, and then Charles is, you know, rim protector. But they both can dominate a practice, you know, if they having that day. So I think it just, like I said, got to do with the depth. You know, it goes hats off to the coaches recruiting, but you know that iron sharpen iron thing. If you're not on top of your game, you know you're gonna get exposed, and nobody likes losing. You know, Coach Oates makes practice competitive by keeping track of how many drills you win. So you know that just it's like a game. So you know when the game comes and we all fighting together, it makes it that much funner. Thanks, all right, thank y'all.